Hello everyone who's watching this. I am Felita and I'm using this video for a professional disposition assignment. What dispositions do I possess that make me a successful teacher? Well, first, just a little background. I have been a teacher since graduating in 2000 with my bachelor's in elementary education. My entire teaching career has been spent teaching in grades kindergarten through third grade. I have to say that teaching is one of the most challenging yet rewarding careers. When reading about the dispositions, I believe that I have every one of those dispositions listed. However, the one that keeps me going, that keeps me thriving, that keeps me coming back to my classroom each day is compassion. I genuinely care about each and every one of my students, and I make it a point to know each child individually and personally. I have been teaching in a Title I low-income district for almost 10 years now. I have taught kids from all different backgrounds. I had some kids who were homeless, some kids who were living in shelters. I've taught students that, parents are serving a prison sentence. Some kids come to me and they don't have homes with electricity or running water. And I make it a point that when my students are in my classroom, that this will be their happy place or safe place. I try to meet all of my students' needs that I'm capable of doing, like food or water, hugs, inspiration. And if I alone can't meet their needs, I always contact someone that could assist them, whether it's the social worker or a school psychologist, or even administration, if I, alone can't do it. So from experience, I realize that when kids feel that you care, they feel encouraged and motivated to do their best. I'm always courteous and respectful and empathetic, with all my students. Another disposition that is high on my list is high expectations. Every educator should believe that their student is, capable of a lot. We need to raise that bar high for them. I understand that children learn in different ways and at different speeds. And there's a saying that goes, if a child cannot learn the way that I teach, then I must teach in a way that the child can learn. I don't know the author of that, but, that has always stuck with me year after year. Given the right strategies and resources and supports, each child will learn and succeed. A disposition that I need to work on is dedication. Now, please understand, I am completely dedicated to my students. I hold parental events in my classroom. I have active participation. I attend school-wide functions and district community functions. However, I'm honestly am not always the most punctual. I'm not very good at meeting deadlines, and timelines. So due to this, one thing that I have to do is, input things into my Google Calendar and on my iPhone calendar. Those are like a lifesaver. Also, another thing is that in my life, God is first, then my family, then me, then my job. With that said, I do not hesitate to take days off work or time off work for my husband or my kids or even myself. I know in the past when I first started teaching, I felt really bad about this, but I have to take care of home and myself, in order to be the best teacher that I can be. What does a professional educator look like and how do they behave? What standards guide their thinking and actions? This is really simple, very simple. Professional educator is just that. They look professional. They speak professional. They create a learning environment that nurtures and fulfills the potential of all students. They must put forth and demonstrate the highest level of ethical standards. And then lastly, a professional educator demonstrates integrity. In all things that I say, the things that I do, I must show integrity. I must do the right thing even when no one's looking or watching. Because there's always a little person that's watching. We just have to be that best role model for our students. Thank you very much.